So I got you guys a gift. His name is Ben Kingsley. The Jungle Book. We saw that last night.
It was good.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. What'd you think of it, Kalia?
I liked it. It was awesome.
I liked it a lot too. It's directed by Jon Favreau, the guy who did Iron Man, and is a live-action interpretation of The Jungle Book, the book. Disney's done this before with their animated feature. And how did you guys like it, like compared to the original, like, I guess, cartoon?
Well, I mean, I liked it because it was definitely more of an adult version.
Yeah, it was. There was.
I think it followed the book closer.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Disney cartoon always tries to keep everything light and happy, but the movie itself, I would say, really showed the rules of the jungle a little more than I expected them to.
Yeah.
So.
And also, I was watching a couple videos on it. This movie actually did not even take place in a jungle. This was like all
CGI?
All CGI, all
Whoa,
studio driven.
cool.
It was crazy, and everything that happened in this movie was pretty much all CGI, except for the kid.
Right.
Like, he had a lot to work on in this film. You want to explain the plot a little bit?
I mean, I can if you want.
I
Sure.
Yeah, alright, you do it. You haven't
Okay.
talked in a
Apparently
while.
she's
Okay.
doing it.
Okay.
Okay, so The Jungle Book is about a kid named Mowgli, and he was orphaned when he was very, very young, too young to remember anything. And Bagheera, the Black Panther in the story, found him and took him to a wolf pack because Bagheera decided that he needed a family to take care of him and that the wolves were going to be best suited to do that. And he grew up with them, you know, never quite fitting in as a wolf, but trying his best until one day Shere Khan basically decided that he didn't want him in his jungle anymore. And he's like, there was a treaty that happened because the animals ran out of water, and of course, you know, everybody needs water, so as the law of the jungle goes, when there's no water, you're allowed to, you know, not eat each other like they normally do. But as soon as the peace treaty was over, Shere Khan declared that he wanted Mowgli dead, basically. And instead of turning Mowgli over to Shere Khan, the wolves turned him over to Bagheera to take him back to the... This is Russet, by the way.
Kidding!
Take him back to the human kingdom. But the problem was, Shere Khan really wanted him dead. He didn't want to see him go back to man. He just really had a thing against Mowgli.
Yeah, that's another part of this movie that I like too, and it's one of the reasons why I like Zootopia a lot, is the movie deals with like prejudice themes, definitely with the tiger because of an event that happened between him and a human being in the past where it left him scarred. Definitely
Literally and emotionally.
And you know, obviously because of that event, you know, he has harsh feelings towards Mowgli, and that's why Mowgli has to leave the jungle. But as he does, that's when the main events of the story take place. He meets the bear. What's the bear's name? I'm so glad that you're in this video, because if I was just going to do this by myself, I can't remember every name of the character. I have seen The Jungle Book, but it's been such a long time, so I went in this somewhat blind because I didn't really have much reference. I mean, I remember the songs and everything, but I didn't exactly like remember like all of The Jungle Book. It's been such a long time since I saw that movie. How like related was it to, like, you said you read the book too, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and you saw the cartoon?
Mm-hmm.
How are the books in the is like the book and the cartoon like related, like very, or
The book and the cartoon are related basically just in the fact that Mowgli is adopted by wolves and that Shere Khan's out to kill him. The original Disney cartoon actually really doesn't have very much to do with the book, and I think it's because the book kind of deals with some scary subject matter that they don't want, you know, I don't think it'd be really appropriate for a young children's film.
Right,
like
yeah.
that was the audience they were aiming for the first, you know, animated film, and I think they kind of wanted to stray away from all of the murder and death and destruction in the book. So
how accurate was this interpretation to the book?
this one was a lot more accurate. It showed more of the danger and more of the thrill that the author put into the book and was intended. But it also followed the same Disney storyline and had the same songs. It had the Bare Necessities.
Yeah.
And the song sung by the big ape dude. But there was a lot more thrills, and it was actually a little on the scary side, I think.
It really was. There were parts of the movie where like I was just not expecting like a jump scare. You think like going into a Disney movie, like, you know, it's gonna be fun, it's gonna be like heartwarming, but there were actually parts, especially with the tiger, where there were a lot of jump scares, and that was another portion of the film that I liked as well. Was, you know, the tiger was very menacing and a very just evil character in this movie, and I absolutely enjoyed that part about this movie. Jory, what do you think of the kid Mowgli in this movie? We were talking about it last night.
Yeah,
right?
we were. I gotta say, like, and I had the idea that a lot of this, most of it, like, was gonna be CGI, and all these animals that he's working with are CGI. They're not actually animals. He's working with like stuffed animals in real life and just like green screens, things like that. The fact that he was able to act as well as he did, being that young and being that convincing of his role, was impressive. He did an amazing job for his age. I've never seen him before as an actor, but I'm gonna do some research on him, find out, because I want to see more of his movies. He did a really good job.
Most definitely. Because when I go into a film, I have like a hard time, especially with child actors. Like usually like when I'm doing a review, I'm not really able to say like, oh, well, he was good in this movie, because I have like such a hard time judging child actors. But as I was watching this, I was a little annoyed with him at first because of what he was saying. He was always talking back to, like, you know, his elders. But as I was watching the movie, I was like, you know what, this is exactly what a kid would do in that situation.
Yeah.
Like, it was very childlike because he's a kid. So most definitely, I like that portion of the film, and I thought he did a really good job, and I can't wait to see where he goes in his career. Definitely, Jon Favreau is really good with detail. If you watched Iron Man, like if you watch like the special features, you'll like see him behind the scenes, and he'll be like, well, what if we like did it like this? Like he would like talk to the special effects artist, and that's the kind of director that you need for this movie, because like when you're dealing with just like one actor in this movie and you're dealing with strictly just CGI characters, you need a director that is so keen to detail, most definitely.
Oh, they definitely hit that on the nail.
And the voice acting in this film is actually like really good too.
In Kingsley,
Panther
Kingsley,
or Jaguar?
It's a panther. It's a black panther.
It's a panther?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's Bagheera, and then Bill Murray was Baloo.
Yeah.
And
I love that.
Christopher Walken actually did the big monkey.
Yeah, the
I
orangutan.
forget his name.
Yeah.
The King Louis.
King Louis.
King
And
Louis of the monkey.
Idris Elba did the tiger. He's been in a lot of stuff too. He was in Thor. He was in the second Ghost Rider movie. He's been in a lot of stuff.
He
was
always
really
has
good.
such a sinister voice.
He
always
does.
has. Like, he
It's
does a
scary.
really good job portraying a evil character.
Mhm,
or
most
corrupted
definitely.
character. He always has.
He's gonna be the new villain in Star Trek Beyond, which I'm really
that'd
excited
be
for.
cool.
Oh, really?
He's getting into like more stuff. He was in Pacific Rim and all this. I can't like exactly pinpoint a recent film that he's been in, but like he's really good. He's got a really strong voice, and it really matched the tiger in this film. A lot of the voices too really matched with the animals that they were portraying, and I absolutely like that a lot. And considering that it was all CGI, it's really hard sometimes to properly convince it. It's the dog. It's okay. It's really hard to like convince us with CGI characters that like these are like actual characters. That's why like The Force Awakens, like that one CGI Maz Kanal was so hard to convince. But in this, like I actually felt like these were like actual characters in this movie. You know,
Yeah.
it was crazy.
The voice and inflections and the way they were speaking, they did an amazing job matching up the facial timing, like their emotions, like, and even their body language. The orangutan of King Louis, they really did a good job. He was basically a gangster mob.
Yeah.
Like, he was a mob.
Like a mob.
Like
king or
mafia,
whatever.
basically.
Mhm.
And they did a really, really, really good job as far as showing that he was the superior intelligence of that situation, because all the rest of the monkeys didn't have language, which was actually kind of struck me odd.
Yeah.
I expected some of the monkeys to at least say something, but
Yeah.
they were
Yeah.
only making noises the entire time, and he was the only one talking. So that's the only part where I was like,
That's another part about this movie too, is with the cartoon, you expect the animals to talk because it's a cartoon. You're more accepting of that. And in this film, when you're dealing with a live action film, it's like, oh, he can talk to wolves, he can talk to panthers, he can talk to bears. why can't he communicate with other animals in this film as well? Why is that?
I have an answer for that. In the book, there's languages that all the animals have. It's not one universal language. It's kind of like, some people speak Chinese, some people speak English, and all that. But in the book, he couldn't communicate with some animals just because they spoke a different language than he did.
Okay.
So and he actually alludes to that at one point when it's a little like mongoose or something comes up and tries to steal his fruit, and he's like, "Do you have a language to it?" And so
that was in the movie.
Yeah, so that's kind of explaining why. It didn't go into very good detail, I'll admit that. But there is a reason that he didn't speak to all the animals, and some of them in the book I think were so low intelligence that they actually didn't speak at all.
Right.
So
that explains. I figured so because the way they conveyed it in the film, they kind of left it to interpretation that some animals just have different ways of speaking in different languages. So I was just like, okay, I guess I can just live with that. The one thing that I kind of, if I had to nitpick one thing about the movie, was we didn't really see enough of the snake voiced by Scarlett Johansson. And that's okay, because I bet the snake wasn't in all of the animated cartoon as well.
No.
It was very brief, right?
yeah, it was a brief scene.
My question is the eye thing. It was almost like in the cartoon Robin Hood.
Yeah.
The snake, the same thing. The snakes always had that theme where the eyes hypnotize a character.
It was in the cartoon. Yeah, it was in the cartoon.
Too?
Yeah, it was in the
cartoon.
cartoon. You could
just didn't remember
hypnotize.
that.
You could hypnotize somebody, and snakes can do that in real life. So I definitely like that portion. It was very interesting. One thing though, without going into spoilers, there's a scene where
we're already in spoilers.
no,
Let's
we're
be
fine.
real here.
No, there's a scene in the movie where the snake knows Mowgli's background.
A little, very
Yeah,
detailed.
that was never
Yeah.
explained.
I was like, were you there? Or
Were you
how
there?
are you?
Are you reading his
I think
mind?
I actually said that out loud in the theater to her. I was like,
Yeah.
Was she following him?
Yeah,
Or-
it wasn't. I mean, she was never pictured in the scene where it was going back, so we have no idea how she knew any of that stuff. It was really kind of random.
Yeah, I mean, it was okay. I mean, it's just something that I'm nitpicking right now, but as far as that goes, I definitely enjoyed it a lot.
I mean, they made it work.
They made it work, yeah.
I don't know why they did that way, but they did make it work. It was pretty good.
Bill Murray. Bill Murray was great
Bill
as
Murray.
the bear.
He did a very good job.
Very good job. Like I said, voice acting was super well done in this film. I want to see more from Bill Murray. I honestly don't know why he's not going to be in the new Ghostbusters movie.
Because he's very old.
He's very
He's
old. Yeah.
80.
Well, are you sure he's 80?
No, he's 70 something.
I don't know.
He's getting up
He's
there.
getting old, though.
Yeah.
He was middle aged during Ghostbusters 1 in the 80s.
True.
And it's 2016.
Very
so.
true. I mean, and they are using a female cast, but for what we got from Bill Murray in this film, absolutely loved him. Loved the bear in this film.
By the way, disclaimer. This is my dog Jackson. All these little chingles, that right there, that's him.
It's
That's
all
Jackson,
good.
so-
Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
care, guys.
So-
It's so weird that we're being positive about this movie because I don't particularly like live action Disney films. I'm usually into the animated Disney films because that's what Disney is really good at, is the animated films. But this is a really good movie. I was trying to find negative things about it, but there really isn't any. Are you spraying the cat?
I am.
But there really isn't anything negative about this movie. I mean, there's little parts that you can nitpick, but overall, it's a really good movie. Go check it out.
Also, the animation is amazing.
Yeah.
They did a fantastic job animating the animals.
Even in the credits, the
yeah.
credits,
Even the
they
credits,
have
they
the
have a
Jungle
little-
Book. They have little extra
the pages
stuff.
were turning and everything.
Yeah,
it
it
was
was cool.
so cool.
They did an amazing job, the
But
studio.
they actually captured the animals' behaviors, the way they move. They did it really wonderfully. I don't think I've ever seen CGI animals actually look like real animals before in any movie, but they did an amazing job in this one.
Dog.
Hi.
Jackson.
It was close to the movement of this dog.
Yes.
It was that. It's
This
that
dog
good.
is actually CGI animated like the Jungle Book.
It was a sponsor by them.
Oh, he's
It should
really-
be a CGI
I'm a
dog.
really good actor. This is not even happening.
Yeah, I do have to say, if there's a chance to see it, you should go because
Definitely.
it's definitely worth the time. I can tell they put a lot of labor into this movie.
They
Yeah,
did. Yes,
most
they did.
definitely.
This would be, even though it's a Disney movie, it's almost a thriller.
Oh yeah,
Because-
most definitely.
Because
Yeah,
they keep you interested, and they keep you on the edge of your seat a lot of the movie.
Mhm.
There's a lot of storyline, and what's really cool is they even actually sing 2 of the songs.
Yeah,
which
I
didn't
was not
expect.
expecting that.
Yeah.
I was
I
like,
wasn't
dude,
expecting
I was not
they're
expecting
bringing
that
like
at
the
all.
songs back. That's
Yeah.
so cool. So
And
yeah,
they got who did Louis again?
Christopher Walken.
yeah, Christopher Walken. That's
they
it.
actually got Christopher Walken to sing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that was something. All
I
on its
thought
own.
that alone was pretty cool because I have never heard him actually sing, and they got him to sing. So, just check it out. Like it's,
Yeah,
it's
most
definitely a good
definitely. Oh,
movie. It's worth the time to go sit down with some family, and that's the other thing. It's actually
Like it's really it's in the middle.
It's I would say it's a family movie, but at the same time,
It is not for young children.
Yeah,
They
it's
will
not
be
for
scared
young,
and they
young.
will
There's a
cry.
lot of like dark themes in this,
Yeah.
and it's definitely like for kids and for mature audience. Like I said, it's
Like,
definitely like in the middle.
5
Yeah.
and under ish.
I would say 5 and under is a no, just because of all the loud noises and
Yeah.
the jump scares and things coming
They
towards
show
you.
they
I
show
don't
the
think-
terror of the jungle.
Yeah,
They
I
really
don't
do.
think they
Yeah.
would appreciate that as much, and you'd probably end up with a screaming baby and everyone hating you. So
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, that was our movie review of The Jungle Book 2016. Comment down below what you thought of this movie if you've seen it yet. Like the video, share it, and please subscribe to Pixel Talk for more movie reviews, trailer reactions, and gaming content. Alright, this is Jory, this is Kalia. Thanks guys for being in the video. Thank you for letting me use your house.
Yeah.
And ciao.
It was fun. Bye,
Peace,
guys.
guys.
bye guys. Oh, can I stick my
Hey, you
can
wanna
I stick
stick
my
your-
tongue out?
yeah.
I have a tongue ring.
Oh, do it. And
There's
you
my
can
tongue ring, guys. Here.
here.
Jory,
Am I
do the.
actually-
Stick your tongue out.
No.
Like a, Alright, I'm done.
We're not doing that.
I do that a lot. I do that.